Hey there, and welcome to I Reckon I'll Read It, the podcast where two Okie gals talk books, share recs, and don't hold back on their mighty big opinions. I'm Beccah.
And I'm Summer. We're so glad you're here. Go ahead and grab some sweet tea, get cozy, and get ready for some good old-fashioned book talk.
We've got a whole heap of books to talk about, and we reckon you're going to want to stick around.
Oh, we were in sync that time.
I was actually practicing a sound before I walked in here to have one ready, and then I literally blanked, and that's the sound that came out.
We locked eyes.
I know. I felt it, but I was really like, "What was the sound?" I literally thought, "Like, what was
I love that you were practicing a sound
I
effect.
was like, I actually said it out loud and everything.
Do you remember what it was?
No, I've literally
gone.
blanked. It's gone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Save it for next episode.
Yeah, it will come back to me like tonight at like 2:00 in the morning. I'll be like, "Oh."
That sounded like Scooby-Doo.
It did. I don't know. It did sound like somebody, but I don't know if it was Scooby-Doo. Maybe it was like Scooby-Doo. Maybe it was. What was Scooby-Doo's nephew?
Scrappy-Doo?
It sounded like Scrappy-Doo. I was a big Scooby-Doo connoisseur.
Oh, I was too.
So I know the distinction. Oh, hi, Summer.
Hi, Beccah.
How have you been?
I've been great. How are you?
Good.
We are both officially on summer break.
Yeah, it feels so good.
The good hasn't hit me yet. I still have like a little bit of
this
lingering.
is your first day.
Yeah, I have a little bit of lingering anxiety of like, did I forget things? But I'm ready to settle into the summer feeling.
I have been off for a couple weeks now, but my kiddos went to their grandparents this week, so I've got so much like rest. And you know what? I thought I would have read more books, but I really didn't. I was just like so sleepy. I just like slept so much.
That's what your body needed.
Took so many naps.
Yeah,
it was great.
And did manual labor.
I did. Painted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I painted.
So you balanced.
I painted like one day. My husband's gonna hear this and be like, "Oh, you did you?" Well, I have a spur of the moment question for you.
Lay it on me.
Okay, this one's gonna be kind of different because it's not necessarily about reading.
Okay.
Are you a writer?
Ooh. Okay. Book adjacent. I mean, I guess that's how books get written.
Is it?
So back in the day, I very much was. And I've gone through like different seasons where I'll like reconnect and like that creativity. I think I've told you about National Novel Writing Month, that I did that several years, like 3 or 4 probably, where it's like during the month of November, you try to write 50,000 words.
Just wild.
Of like a novel. And every time I've done it, I have like achieved that 50,000 word. Not that any of them have ever been good. I've never gone back to like reread and edit. Maybe someday. I haven't written in probably 1.5 years though.
Really?
Yeah.
The reason I asked the question, I knew that she had written some stuff, but I feel like the world needed to know.
The world needs to know.
The world needs to know.
Someday.
But I think it's super impressive that you've written like, I don't know if you'd ever consider any of them complete, but like full stories, I guess.
Yeah.
50,000 words. How many pages is that?
Oh gosh. On like a Word document, I couldn't even tell you. I want to say most novels are around 80,000-ish words, I believe.
So maybe like novella link.
Maybe.
Link. Novella link.
Yeah.
Length.
I would love to sink back into that. And yeah, maybe revisit some of the stuff that I've written
What
before,
did you write? Were you like fiction?
Oh yeah, for sure. Fiction, like romance, contemporary romance-y, rom-com. Yeah.
Okay. You should let me read them.
I don't know about that. That's scary.
Her face just like wallowing up.
Well,
Same,
I
though.
happen to know that you have been writing poetry.
Oh yes, the like 2.5 poems that I've written.
And you also have an idea for a children's book.
Yeah, I have actually written that. I just need to get like in the process of like figuring out how to publish all that.
Yeah.
If you're a publisher out there, let me know because I do not know the first step. I definitely don't consider myself a writer currently. I mean, I teach writing, so like I do a lot of like expository writing. Well, I don't really do it anymore, but I enjoyed that. So it'd be like your research papers, the thing that most people hate. Like I loved that kind of writing. I think because it was so like formulaic, like I knew what I had to do.
Okay.
Where creative feels too vulnerable, if that makes sense. So I've always like been like, I'm not a creative writer, blah, 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 whatever. But in this like midlife moment of my life, that was a weird way to say that. My husband told me the other day, I was having like a existential spiral. None of you guys are surprised about that. And I was like, I feel like I'm having a midlife crisis. And he literally was like, well, I mean, this is the age it happens. And I was like, how dare you?
You're supposed to disagree with me.
But then I was like, oh my gosh, like
he's kind of right.
He's kind of right. Like I do not feel old enough to be in a midlife crisis. But
somewhere between quarter and mid, third life crisis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, third life. I was like, wait, that's more than half. I get what you're saying. 1/3.
Yeah.
So, but recently I have like been kind of drawn to like writing things. And so I have written a couple poems, 2 complete. I mean, I might go back to them and change them a little bit, but 2 complete and then 1 that I'm like in the middle of. So yeah, but I've never written like a story. Yeah. I mean, I have for like classes, like creative writing classes, but like I've never like sat down and like, oh, I have a story to tell.
Yeah.
So yeah, but other than my children's book, I guess. But that one's going to be real cute.
Yeah. It's the things that I've seen are real cute.
Yeah.
So
anyways, okay, that was my question.
That was fun.
I just felt like the world needed to know. You at one point wanted to be a writer.
I did. Yeah. That's what I went to college for originally.
Yeah.
And then I got scared. And it's one of those things like I genuinely don't know how some people do it. Like they have full-time jobs and they write like, what is it? Freida McFadden. Yeah. That's like a physician. And then she also releases like 1 to 2 books a year.
Well, Hazelwood did that too. Like she was like a full-time professor and like secret pen name.
Yeah.
Writing over here kind of thing. Right? Didn't she like?
She wrote all the fanfic.
Yeah. But she did it like under a different name, right? Because she didn't want like her school to know.
I don't know.
I feel like I've heard this story. Like she didn't want like her students to know that she was like the person writing all the.
I mean, that would make sense.
But then that is her real name, right?
Hazelwood, I believe. I don't know.
That's not a pen name. Doesn't matter. But she's another one. She ended up, I think, stepping back from academics though to become a full-time writer.
Yeah. Well, she is so like prolific now. She releases so many things.
Yeah.
So that would be fun to dive into this summer is to try to get back in that headspace. A lot of people say you don't necessarily have writer's block. You just maybe don't have the habit of writing. That it's like a muscle you have to work on.
Well, that's the thing. Like it is practice. You do have to practice writing and you get better at it. I feel like this is too serious.
How can we make it silly? Start writing some space erotica.
Well, that's what I needed you to confess to everybody, that you actually are who wrote.
I am Ursa Dax.
I hope one day that you've been lying to us this whole time and you have a secret pen name out there that we don't know.
Oh my gosh. I would have so much like secondary income. That would be amazing.
Like I want, like you talk about how, like whatever, the barbarian book, we bring that up all the time.
Yeah.
Like what if you were actually the writer of it?
Dixon. I am Ruby Dixon.
And you just like casually dropped it constantly so people would read it and you're like,
that's my secret agenda. I'm going to recommend this book to everybody.
Oh, it's so funny.
That is so funny. I do wonder sometimes, like, are they among us? Who are these erotica writers?
Just those specifically, not any other writers. We just want to know if the erotica writers.
Well, that's the fun stuff.
The person who wrote the door book, like the inanimate object writers. That's who I want to know. Who are you? Please step forward. Okay, so let's move on to our favorite part of the show, our weekly reading roundup.
This is where we each share what we just finished, what we're currently reading, and what's up next on the old TBR.
Okay, Summer, what have you recently finished?
While this is adjacent to
I don't know if
objects.
I liked that laugh. That terrifies me.
I'm laughing because it's adjacent to inanimate objects, but not in that way. This is a book that I have not put anywhere. I have not mentioned to anyone because I think you're going to eat it up and I didn't want you to know about it. So let me pull it up.
Sometimes I make those sounds and I'm like, people listening to this are probably like, what
was that? Is there a chipmunk in my car?
Is there a chipmunk among us?
Okay, Beccah, are you ready for this?
I don't know. I'm a little scared.
It's good.
Oh, okay.
It's a happy thing.
What if it's the same book I'm reading?
There is the word sadness in the title, but
But it's happy.
I don't think you know about this book because I randomly saw one person on the internet talk about it. I've never seen it anywhere else.
It's so obscure. This sounds like one of my books.
Well, I think it is going to be a Beccah book.
Oh, okay. Now I'm in.
Okay. It is called
The Selfish. I'm like, oh, it's going to be about me? Okay.
The Infinite Sadness of Small Appliances.
Stop. That cover's awesome, though.
It's about a Roomba.
I see the Roomba in the fridge with eyes.
Uh-huh.
In the clock. That looks like Beauty and the Beast up on the top.
It does look like Beauty and the Beast.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Say it again.
The Infinite Sadness of Small Appliances by Glyn Dixon.
Okay.
We just said something about Ruby Dixon. I wonder if they're related.
I was going to say, that name sounds familiar, but it's probably because we said that.
Okay. You ready to hear about it?
I'm so ready.
This is an international bestseller, by the way.
Oh, but you've only heard
never
one
heard
person
of it. Never heard of it.
ever talk about
I
it.
wonder when it was released. I don't
I don't
know.
have a single friend who's read it.
Well, I have. I just haven't marked it yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You said this is your recently finished.
Yes. I finished it yesterday. In a near future where even the smallest of appliances are sentient, a young Roomba vacuum sets out to save the humans of her house from a rising technological power in this compelling original novel. In a self-running smart house, a young and sentient Roomba listens as her owner, Harold, reads aloud to his dying wife,
Oh, gosh.
Edie. Mesmerized by To Kill a Mockingbird and craving the human connection she witnesses in Harold's stories, the little vacuum renames herself Scout and embarks on a journey of self-discovery. But when Edie passes away, Scout and her fellow sentient appliances discover that there are sinister forces in their midst.
Oh, my goodness.
The omnipresent grid, which monitors every household in the city, seeks to remove Harold from his home, a place he's lived for 50 years.
Wait. Oh, Harold's the owner. It's like that room was 50 years old?
No, she's young.
Okay.
With the help of Adrian, a neighborhood boy who grows close to Scout and Harold, as well as Kate, Harold and Edie's formerly estranged daughter, the humans and the appliances must come together to outwit the all-controlling grid, lest they risk losing everything they hold dear.
Okay. Let me tell you about the emotions I went through during that.
Okay.
The second you said Roomba, I was obviously
You're in.
Because we know I love
You love a
a
Roomba.
Roomba and I love a sentient Roomba. Thank you, TJ Klune.
Uh-huh.
I've made multiple references. What was that Roomba's name? It's like I love it and I don't remember its name.
Did it have a name? Surely
I
it
think
had a
so.
name.
I don't know.
The Secret Lives of Puppets?
Yes, and I
Yeah.
cannot remember what its name is. But anyways, that doesn't matter. So I was in. And then you said reading to his dying wife. And I was like, oh, I might be out. And then it was like mesmerized to kill a mockingbird. I'm like, ooh, even more out.
You don't like To Kill a Mockingbird?
No, I do, but it's not like a happy story. And then it's like, then it got cute. And I was like, okay. So do these people know that they're sentient? Like, do they talk? Does Harold talk to the Roomba?
Yes.
And the Roomba talks back?
Yes.
Okay.
And so it is like a futuristic,
But
almost
not
kind of
erotica, right?
no erotica.
Okay.
Nope, no spicy scenes between the Roomba.
Yeah, that's a whole
or
different
anybody.
story.
No, it
What appliances would be hooking up, though? Let's talk about it.
well, you have to wonder which appliances can move because the Roomba is one of the only few in the house that like has mobility, you know? Otherwise,
A mixer.
okay, I don't like the hand gestures going on over here.
Oh,
you're like really considering
a fan.
this. And who?
I mean, that would be dangerous. You just said which ones can move.
Oh, I see.
A fridge door.
With, like, who's the partner?
Who said there had to be
You said a romance.
with oneself? I'm just kidding. Okay, this is went downhill.
Let's move on. Okay, I think you would really like the literariness of this because Harold, he is a restorer of like old books. So that's why To Kill a Mockingbird
I have one
is
I
in
need
here.
him to work on for me.
He talks about a lot of like C.S. Lewis books and The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Okay.
So there's a lot of like little literary nods to different novels that he's worked on to like restore these like old books. It is cute. It is short. I think the audiobook was only like 7 hours.
Yeah, I looked at the page. It's like 220 something, I think.
Yeah, it's a short one. And it is like kind of dystopian in that like it's the world where like technology is now in charge of the humans. Like the grid, which runs everything, like decides things for these humans. So like it just decided that like, oh, he's a single occupant of this whole house. Like there's not enough resources in the world for people to just like have a whole house. So they're going to move him out so that other people can move it. It's so it was interesting. And it was like a fun kind of mix of like cutesy, but also dystopian. I almost wanted it to go more dystopian. Like it was short enough that it wasn't.
Is there like an evil appliance? Do you remember the old kids movie?
The Brave Little Toaster? Yes, because I was totally getting those vibes.
Okay.
For this.
And you remember like, it's like the second one, I think. It might be the first one, but like they go down and there's like a computer in the basement. And I used to be so scared of that computer. And then he ends up not really being that bad. Doesn't he like have to like just cough or something? I can't remember. But there's some creepy. The air conditioner in the first one.
I don't remember.
He's real grumpy. Okay.
Well, there's definitely some grumpy appliances, but really like the big bad is the grid.
The only reason I'm so familiar with this is because my children are watching. They watch it all the time.
Okay. And it's like one of those where like they have to be careful what they say because the grid can listen in on them. And so it was really interesting. And it's one of those.
Is it a commentary?
Yeah, a little.
Okay.
But it never like fully goes there.
Okay.
Like I almost wanted it to. Like I would have been happy if it was longer and could go more into some of the commentary, some of the like fully lean into the dystopian of it all. It was very much was more just like the characters in this household rather than like the whole world, if that makes sense.
Maybe there's going to be more.
Maybe.
Okay, well, you know that I'm going to have to look up some reviews for this one because I bet you they're wild.
Look them up.
Okay, let's just read a couple.
Okay.
It's my favorite thing to do.
I think you will like it.
This one mentions a Brave Little Toaster. Okay, hold on. BRB, going to hug my Roomba and I'm going to get it past that. And simultaneously side-eye my fridge. The Brave Little Toaster, but make it modern. Perfect mix of whimsy and dystopian. Quick and easy read. This one says under 200 pages. I don't think it is. If you need a palate cleanser. I'm pretty sure I just looked it up, but it's okay. Second review. My Roomba told me to read this. Okay, those were all
There's
middle
honestly
ground.
some like really cute moments because like obviously this Roomba named itself Scout and claims her pronouns. And so there's like a moment where one of the characters is like, "You're a girl?" And she's like, "Yeah, I am." It's just like so cute. It's so funny.
Okay, this is 1 star. Okay, well that's dumb. That's not a good one.
Your point is invalid because you're not funny.
It literally was like reading the dialogue in this book at least 10. I groaned after reading dialogue in this book after at least 10 times. Like, okay, that sounds like a you problem. Okay. In case you were wondering, sentient Roombas can in fact experience a gender crisis. I don't care about the rest of it, but I just needed to read that line. Oh, that's funny. Adam, you're funny. Okay.
So your point is valid.
Yeah. If you make me laugh, remember I'm just here for the ha-has.
Just here for the ha-has.
This one didn't even get a 1 star. They put in their review 0.5.
Whoa. I've never even heard of a 0.5 star.
I know. I keep saying that I will stop reflexively reading these awful books with hold on, let me get it out. With anthropomorphic sentient machines. Yeah, I keep doing it anyways in the hopes that the next one won't be awful. Unfortunately, this is one of the worst ones yet.
Again, sounds like a you problem.
Sounds like a you problem because a Roomba? Come on. Aside from an utterly nonsensical premise, the characters and plot and dialogue are also quite bad. The only thing that made it a candidate for a 2nd star, you didn't even give it a full star, were the music and book references. And even those were tainted with clumsy and heavy-handed Christian religious symbolism. Black all around.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean,
it's just because someone mentioned C.S. Lewis.
I would say it doesn't even mention the like Christianity themes in C.S. Lewis.
No, and it mentioned his fiction work. Anyways.
Yeah.
Sorry, David. You didn't make me haha. Okay.
I will say this is one of those endings where it's not like nicely wrapped up, which like maybe there could be more in this world. I don't know. But that is something where if you need it to be nicely wrapped up, then you may not like the way it ends. I liked it.
I think I'm going to love it.
Yeah, it was fun.
If not, I will turn your house against you. That's terrifying.
It also made me think of Smart House, that old Disney Channel movie. Yeah. This one was fun. Do you reckon you'd read it?
Yeah. I already marked it on Goodreads. To read.
Now I get to go and mark it that I was reading it and finished it.
I don't think you've read the one I want to talk about either.
Ooh, tell me about it. What did you what did you recently finish?
Okay, How to Write a Love Story by Catherine Walsh.
Okay, I've heard of this one.
Your cousin read it.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, though, her review was one of the reasons I went ahead and picked it up, because it was a list of like, I don't know, books about books to get like, but I had already read all the ones that I was interested in, and I didn't want a nonfiction because I really needed a palate cleanser after 101, which I ended up loving, by the way.
Deep philosophical.
Yeah, I needed something just like light and romancy. All right, let me give you the blurb. The newest book from, I'm gonna have to read the whole sentence because it's like one of those mid things, it starts mid sentence. I hate those.
Yeah.
The newest book from best-selling author and Kindle Unlimited sensation, Catherine Walsh.
Ooh.
I know, that scared me. In which an ambitious editor travels to Ireland to help the daughter of a fantasy author legend complete her father's final book, only to fall in love with her in the process. Sierra Sheridan's father has left her with three things: a sprawling and distinctly ramshackle estate on the Irish coast, the outline for the finale to his best-selling epic fantasy series that he wanted her to finish, and writer's block. Enter Sam Frank, Sheridan fanboy and hotshot editor sent from the New York publishing house direct to Sierra's doorstep. Sierra was expecting a crusty old-timer, so the handsome young American is a surprise. And for his part, Sam was expecting Sierra to have written something by now. He's really annoyed by that. Sierra and Sam have 2 weeks of the hottest Irish summer on record to write, not that kind of hot.
But I was like, whoa.
On record to write this novel together and secure Frank's legacy. But will their own love story be the plot twist neither of them see coming? So it's definitely just like a cutesy romance. There were a few things that I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to read this, but it was one of the few more lighthearted on that list. And then I read your cousin's review and I was like, okay, if she liked it, then it's probably okay. So I do think you'll like it. It's very cute because it is very much like writing, which was funny that my question was about writing.
Is that what gave you the idea?
It wasn't, but that's funny.
Connection.
Yeah. Because she basically, dad dies, and it would be like if like George Martin died. And there's one book left, which there is George Martin. He's never going to write it. But like, when he's listening to this, come on, George.
Snap it.
Get on it. But it would be like if someone like that passed away and there was one book left in the series.
Okay.
And he already kind of had it plotted out. And he wants his daughter to write it. She had like written some books in the past, but like did it under a pen name.
That was my question of like, why would he expect her to be able to write it?
Well, she wrote under a pen name and then she got exposed, and like it really like destroyed her because like she was trying to like make it not under his name.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it got revealed that it was her, like fans were just terrible kind of thing.
Okay.
Fandoms.
I wonder about stuff like that with like Stephen King and then his son is like Joe King or something.
Yeah, so it'd be like if he wrote under a pen name because he didn't want people to know that I'm Stephen King's son.
Which I will say, I don't think he actually writes under the King name. It's like Joe something else. Sorry, that was an aside.
Anyways, but like it gets revealed, so she like got a lot of hate and like all these things, so she kind of like stops writing. But her dad is like, you're the only one who can really finish this because you know me.
That's pressure.
Yeah, you know the story. I want you to do it. So, but also because she has like all this baggage. And her dad just died and like all these things. So she's just like not in a great place.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he goes to help, and I do like that he goes, and even whenever they start having feelings, he's still very much an editor. I do like that. It doesn't just do this like flip of a switch where he's like, oh no, everything you do is perfect. And he's still like, you still got to get me pages. Like, where are the pages? Like, I like that he still like does his job, if that makes sense.
Yeah. He doesn't fall in love and just immediately lose his mind and all.
No. I mean, there are definitely things that happen, and there's, twists and turns and all the things. But it also wasn't like I don't know. I mean, there is something, because like every romance, it usually has that moment where like things fall apart for some reason, like a miscommunication or you know whatever. Of course, that's part of the genre. There is something like that, but it doesn't feel like a traditional one. Like it feels different a little bit to me.
Yeah.
So there were some things that I liked about it, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a cute little.
You keep saying there's some things I liked about it, but did you not like it?
No, I did. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm phrasing it like that. No, I liked it. I think I'd probably give it I'd probably give it a 4 on Goodreads because I always
half stars.
But yeah, I'd probably give it like a 3.5.
Okay.
But I did like it. It was cute.
Was it like spicy at all?
So, yes, there are some scenes. I don't remember them being like crazy explicit, but they are definitely like talked about. It's not closed door, but I wouldn't say it's like crazy.
Okay. Not
kind of like an
steamy.
in-between.
Yeah.
And there weren't a lot. 1, maybe 2.
Okay.
Maybe.
I getcha.
But definitely, like, it could be something that you could skim if you weren't comfortable with that, because it doesn't, like, just linger and linger and linger.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I reckon I would read this.
Yeah.
Mostly because I like books about books.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I did like that she's also writing a fantasy world, so it's fun. And, like, they get into lots of debates, like what characters should do and what they shouldn't do and how. Anyway, so a lot of that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am ready for like summer break reads.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a lot of romance. That's a lot of like thrillers and like fast things.
This is a really good summer one too.
Yeah.
Because it's like also like it's in Ireland. So it's kind of.
Yeah.
It's just fun.
Okay.
So yeah. Okay. Well, what are you currently reading?
Well, I am currently reading another summer romance. Ha, ha, ha.
The way she's. If y'all would have seen that body movement. Body language.
Okay. I am currently reading, just recently started actually today. What is this? This last several like episodes, all my current reads are books I have started the day that we record.
Because we're like last minute being like, oh, I got to start something. I'm just kidding.
Maybe. I am currently reading One Golden Summer by Carley Fortune.
Didn't you already read her?
Okay, I have read Carley Fortune and I've brought her to the podcast before. The one set on Edward, what is it?
Yes, the one with the
with
friend.
like Anne of Green Gables references.
Yes. And
Prince
it has
Edward
like,
Island.
And it's like the friend that like the friend's brother.
That one was This Summer Will Be Different.
And did you like that one?
I did like it. And then I also read Every Summer After by Carley
Too many
Fortune.
summers.
They're all
but
summers.
Not you.
But not me, no. And that one was actually, so this One Golden Summer is kind of a sequel, but not really to Every Summer After, because it is like the brother of the person that was in Every Summer After.
Okay.
But I don't know that you necessarily need to have read Every Summer After, which I only read because I had a friend read it who had some strong opinions about like what happened in that, and like maybe bullied, strongly encouraged that I read it.
The bully?
The bully.
Okay.
No, she didn't bully me, but she did want to know my thoughts on it. So I read it, and I will say Carley Fortune, like it is very much her brand to be like summer vibes.
Oh, well, obviously she's listen here. I've never read Carley Fortune and I might give her a try, but I gotta say, like, let's come up with some, this is starting to be like Pumpkin Pie Fall Fest, festival at Pumpkin Pie Hill, falling leaves on the farm.
Yes. That is her brand.
Yeah, but it's like overdone. I mean, how many books can you have with the name Summer in it?
Apparently like 7 or 8.
That's a lot.
10. But that is like that's her brand.
I just feel like it's a little, like, you need to, either expand your brand a little bit. Like you can have other titles that give summer vibes. Don't have to say summer in it.
Well, she may not be the one deciding it. It may be the publishers. She may not have control over that. But like all of her covers kind of like have similar vibes.
Well, that's the reason I literally thought you'd already read that.
Yeah.
Like that's why I was like, didn't you already talk about this?
No. So Every Summer After was, okay, like I said, her brand. She is so good in the books that I have read at like the setting of a novel.
I bet you it's like at a beach in the summer.
Or the lake. and you like feel like you're there. And so
Okay.
I picked this one up because I'm ready to be like in that mindset of like at the
I'm
lake
really
or
hating
at
on
the
her,
beach.
and I don't know her.
You've got a lot of strong vibes coming at me right now.
Well, and your name's Summer, so you're probably taking it even more
Personally,
even though I'm not talking about you. It's probably
okay.
like subconsciously.
No, I know. I am separate from Carly Fortune novels. I liked the setting and like construction of Every Summer After, but there was a plot device used in it that I did not like, and I agreed with our friend that wanted me to read it. She was right, 100%. And so because of that, I've been like going back and forth on if I want to pick this one up because it's about the brother, and I don't think that thing is going to happen again.
Did you like the brother in the other book though?
Yeah, it's complicated.
He's just kind of indifferent.
It's complicated.
Okay.
Complicated answer to that question.
What was this one called again?
One Golden Summer. Should I read it?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I'm sorry, Carly Fortune.
Okay. I never anticipated Charlie Florrick. That's how it starts. Good things happen at the lake, unless you're Beccah.
Wait, me?
You're really hating on the lake, okay?
I grew up on the lake, and I didn't. If I start writing books when I become this author, not every book's gonna have lake in it.
Okay, well that's very
Lakeside.
much not your brand.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna start over. I never anticipated Charlie Florrick. Good things happen at the lake. That's what Alice's grandmother says, and it's true. Alice spent just one summer there at the cottage with Nan when she was 17. It's where she took that photo, the one of 3 grinning teenagers in a yellow speedboat, the image that changed her life. Now Alice lives behind a lens. As a photographer, she's most comfortable on the sidelines, letting other people shine. Lately, though, she's been itching for something more, and when Nan falls and breaks her hip, Alice comes up with a plan. Don't laugh at that.
Sorry, Nan. Sorry, Nan.
Alice comes up with a plan for them both, another summer in that magical place, Barry's Bay. But as soon as they settle in, their peace is disrupted by the roar of a familiar yellow boat and the man driving it.
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie Florrick was 19 when Alice took his photo from afar. Now he's all grown up, a shameless flirt who manages to make Nan laugh and Alice long to be 17 again. Yuck. Sorry.
I got a lot of yuck happening. But
That was my commentary. When life was simpler, when taking pictures was just for fun. Sun-slanted days and warm nights out on the lake with Charlie are a balm for Alice's soul. But when she looks up and sees his piercing green gaze directly on her, she begins to worry for her heart. That's also a yuck. Because Alice sees people.
Stop.
That's why she's so good at what she does. But she's never met someone who looks and sees her right back.
Here, you're wanting me to I'm trying to be serious, and then you read that, and there's too many. When you're having commentary mid-blurb.
Okay, hey, I will say that didn't really give it a lot of credit. I'm like 20% into it, and it's really fun so far.
Okay. Is it written like this?
No.
Okay.
I feel like she's a good writer. I have always enjoyed her writing, and I have enjoyed the construction of her novels because she usually does like funny things with timelines. This one so far has just been like one point in time moving forward, but she'll like think about the past. Whereas like the others of her I've read, there've been like multiple timelines. Okay. And like I said, the setting, like you feel like you are there and you can like feel the summer breeze and you're walking on the dock at the lake and you're jumping in the cool water. Like it feels very much like you're there. Time will tell about the romance itself because that made it sound really cheesy. But.
It did. It really did. I'm looking at some of these other titles. Meet Me at the Lake.
Yep.
Our Perfect Storm.
Yep.
This summer will be different.
Yep. So this was her most recent release last year. And this made like all of the lists of like best of the year.
There's a lot of 5-star ratings.
Yeah. It's got really good reviews.
So good. Dare I say this is her best yet?
See, that's why I feel like a lot of people said they didn't enjoy it Every Summer After because of that one thing that I said I did not like. But a lot of people really liked this one.
You know, sometimes not if you said he was complicated. Sometimes when I read a first book and there's like this side character that you know eventually is going to be a book about it and you're like, that's the one I want.
See, I didn't know that when I read Every Summer After.
But you didn't get that vibe?
No, not really.
Okay.
He was very much a side character in that one.
I like when they do something interesting. So you're like, ooh, I got to read the whole series to get to that. Like that's one thing that like the Cinnamon Bun Factory books.
Cinnamon Bun Factory. Pancake, Strawberry, Daisy Chain.
Daisy Chain. Isn't there a new one?
The Daisy Chain Flower Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have it on my holds list.
But that one like has a brand new person in it. I think. I don't know either of them.
Not super invested.
But all I wanted was the one that just released last.
Yeah.
Well, obviously Daisy Chain necklace making station. Not that one, the one before.
It was about, yeah.
What was that one called? It wasn't the Strawberry House.
No, it was after Strawberry House, Pancake.
It wasn't the bookstore.
The Gingerbread Bakery?
Was it the Gingerbread Bakery?
I think it was.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because she is a baker.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was really excited about that one because I wanted to read her story because I liked the guy. From like book one, I was like, ooh, these two are going to have a moment.
Yeah. I felt the same way
and then it was just okay.
Well, I felt the same way about the Lyla Sage books too. Like I really wanted the one about her best friend.
Yeah.
And I did. That one was my favorite of those, but.
It wasn't mine.
No.
Because that brother kind of was like, to me.
Oh, we had a whole discussion about
But I did like her. Like I liked
the leading men that you like and don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just a little to me.
So
we're getting off. Sorry.
Do you think you would read this?
I don't know. Like, do you have to read the other one to read this one?
I don't think so. And I also don't know that I would recommend you to read the other one. It was fine. And I mean, I'm obviously not going to say what the plot device. To read. I'm not going to say what the plot device was because that one thing just ruined the book for me because it's something I don't like. But if it's not like a trigger or something that you don't like, then it was probably amazing because a lot of people love that one too. But I think you're probably fine to just jump to this one. I'll tell you if it's good.
I might.
Okay.
It's not that I'm like anti-reading it. It's just like, do I have better books to read?
I don't know.
Okay.
Summertime romance.
Getting some mixed signals. I really just almost don't want to read it on principle because she needs to come up with some better titles.
Oh my gosh. I apologize, Carley Fortune. It's probably not even your fault. You're probably not the one making these titles. It's probably some publisher that's like, this is what the women want.
It's definitely a man too. But no, these are those moments though where it's like you're at the bookstore and every book looks exactly the same.
Yes.
That's what this book vibe's giving me.
They do feel very interchangeable. Yeah. Like what does this one have compared to the others? Yeah.
It's like those kind of books. I don't want to say I'm tired of them because I still read them.
Yeah.
But like that's the vibes it's giving me.
I mean, that is a good point. I feel like a lot of Emily Henry like covers feel very interchangeable, but at least the titles to them feel
but they
more
still
representative.
Kind of feel unique to her.
Yeah, more representative of what that story actually is.
And I do feel like that look still feels very unique to Emily Henry. There's some people who've kind of mimicked it. I have just seen like lots of covers that look like this.
Yeah.
And that could be, they're all I'm seeing her because she has a ton of them.
It could all be her. She could have also been the one to like start the trend.
That's true.
Of this,
so maybe I need to give her the same credit. I'm probably not
She's Canadian.
Well, I'm just kidding.
Does that change your opinion?
Currently,
in a
I
positive
love
way?
the Canadians. Some of my biggest celebrity crushes right now are Canadian.
Okay, well, there we go. Now you reckon you'll read it.
Yes, I will. I'm just kidding.
Okay, Beccah, what are you currently reading?
I'm so excited.
So excited.
I don't have it marked on my Goodreads, so.
Oh, you've been hiding it from me too?
Yes.
I love it when you hide things from me.
I definitely think that you have heard of this book. I know that we saw it together.
We saw
when we went on our bestie trip.
Our poetry girls weekend.
One of the bookstores, I pointed at it and giggled. And it wasn't...
I would say there were a lot of books we giggled at.
And it wasn't the...
Was it Murder Bimbo?
No, but that's so funny. It was another book with a cat on it.
Another book with a cat on it?
In a suit.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe when you show me, I'll remember. No, you did not point at this one because I would have told... Wait, maybe you did.
Well, I did because I definitely took a picture of it. But maybe I pointed at it.
I was like, did we have a conversation about this? Because
no.
I have wanted to read... Say what it is.
Yeah, we've not talked about it. I just remember walking by it and being like, picture. Okay, it's called Starter Villain by John Scalzi. Let me tell you what, this blurb is wild.
It is, and all of his books have premises like these. Like they're always crazy, and I've heard they're amazing. I've had him on my TBR forever, and I've never picked it up. So I am living that you picked this.
Yes,
okay,
I'm
tell
really
me about
excited.
it.
I am annoyed because there's not an audiobook anywhere, so I'm actually having to read it.
Oh, really?
Like, I mean,
wonder
maybe
if it's like an Audible exclusive or something.
it could be, or it could just be like my libraries on Libby don't have the audiobook too, because that happens sometimes.
Maybe.
It's not on Hoopla though, but I'm reading it on my phone, like on my Kindle app. Yeah. So it's taking me like a little bit longer.
Oh my
But I'm
gosh.
probably like 5 or 6 chapters in.
I bet you are going to love this book.
Oh, just like it is just so like not bizarre, like
Just like ridiculous.
it's just ridiculous,
Yeah.
and it kind of gives me assistant to the villain, assassin, villains, all the villains. It kind of gives me those vibes a little bit, but maybe not as
romancy.
Well, not as romancy, and maybe not as. This feels like it's going to be written to not feel goofy, even though it is goofy.
Okay.
I don't know. Let me just read it. Let me read the blurb.
Okay.
Let me just read the whole book to you real quick.
Chapter 1. Okay.
Inheriting your uncle's supervillain business is more complicated than you might think. Already. These are kind of books that are either going to pull me in or push me away really quickly. But The Cat in the Suit pulled me in. Okay. Particularly when you discover who's running the place. Charlie's life is going nowhere fast. A divorced substitute teacher living with his cat in a house his siblings want to sell. All he wants is to open a pub downtown, if only the bank will approve his loan. Then his long-lost Uncle Jake dies and leaves his supervillain business, complete with island... I can't even really read these lines, seriously. Complete with island volcano lair to Charlie. That was in parentheses. That's why it went up.
Oh, okay.
But becoming a supervillain isn't all giant laser death rays and lava pits, like one might think. Jake had enemies, and now they're coming after Charlie. His uncle might have been a stand-up, old-fashioned kind of villain, but these are the real thing. Rich, soulless predators backed by multinational corporations and venture capital. It's up to Charlie to win the war his uncle started against a league of supervillains. But with unionized dolphins, hyper-intelligent talking spy cats, and a terrifying hench person at his side, going bad is starting to look pretty good. In a dog-eat-dog world, be a cat.
I agree.
Like, what in the world is that book? But let me tell you, it has like a 4.1 or whatever on Goodreads.
Heard amazing things
like
about.
People love it,
Yeah.
but I think it's just going to be silly. Like I think a dolphin?
Unionized dolphins.
Unionized dolphins.
Because they're like the henchmen, I think, or something, if I remember correctly.
I'm like probably 5-ish chapters in, and he's obviously not made it there yet. So I'm still like really early. I'm not to the volcano. But yeah, I'm excited.
So I know his most recent novel that just came out is about the moon turning to cheese. Like that's what his premises are. Like they're just ridiculous.
They're just ridiculous.
And
but
they're funny.
It sounds so odd that I was like, I kind of have to read it.
Uh-huh.
And it's not super long, I don't think.
This feels very much like your vibe.
Yeah, like every once in a while, I like a good, like, ridiculous novel.
Yeah.
That, only 264 pages.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, it's not very long at all.
Well, I reckon I'd read it.
It won Hugo Award for Best Novel.
A Hugo? That's like sci-fi.
Yeah. It also won the Locus Award for Science Fiction.
It's sci-fi?
I guess.
Dolphins and cats.
Lincoln Award. Goodreads Choice Award for Science Fiction.
I didn't know it was considered sci-fi. That honestly makes me want to read it more. And I'm a little bit more surprised.
Makes you read it more.
I have been on a sci-fi journey with this podcast.
You have, and it's starting to scare me, guys. I think we need to have an intervention, because how many times can she bring a sci-fi book and me not think it's going to be about one specific thing in my head? We'll get
robots?
There. Yes, that's it. That's the only thing that exists within the sci-fi genre. And aliens. Robots and aliens.
Robots and aliens.
And they both make similar noises.
This is... Stop. You reading reviews?
This one says 1 star for the sentient cats.
Aren't all cats sentient?
Yeah. Yeah, they are. But that tells us a lot about that reader. This one says it's like reading long-form millennial Facebook posts.
Oh, I'm so in. Is that a 1-star review? I'm so in.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, well, there's probably more. How could there not be ridiculous reviews for this one?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they're just wild.
I love it.
Okay, what's up next?
Okay, up next for me is another one. I said I was in the mood for like summer reads, and I want...
This one has the title Summer in it, so help me. I'm just kidding.
No. But I want like a quick thriller. And so...
Well, this could be the one for you. Should you read Starter Villain?
That doesn't give me thriller vibes.
You don't know yet.
That's true. I don't know.
We don't know what those dolphins and cats are going to do. Those claws? We know. Cat claws.
Cat claws.
Dangerous things.
There's a union. I mean...
I'm telling you.
No, the book that is upcoming for me is Final Girls by Riley Sager. And I can already tell from your face that you don't reckon you're going to read it.
No, it looks like a cat clawed down the front of it. And
it does, actually. No, I don't
Is this a new buy?
What?
Like, did you buy this recently?
Oh, no, I've had this for years.
I could tell from the sticker on the front.
Yeah, no, I bought it from like the clearance section of Barnes & Noble.
But
like
I could tell
5 or 6
that
years ago.
sticker was old. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has a look of like an older Barnes & Noble sticker. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah. No.
It's like whenever you pick up a book from your TBR and it has like a Books a Million sticker on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, wow.
Those vibes.
This one's been here a while.
When did this book publish, actually? Because it's an older backlist.
I'm not even
Riley
opening my
Sager's.
Goodreads for this one.
2017. Oh, well, on the cover, Stephen King said, the first great thriller of 2017 is here.
That's pretty big.
Stephen King will say that for any book, though.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I was trying to hype your book up, but you just typed it down.
Thanks for the attempt. Riley Sager writes a book a year and releases a book a year.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, I have been on a journey with him because some of his books I've loved and some have been like, no. So
I legitimately thought this was a woman who wrote this.
Okay.
Sorry.
A lot of people think that he writes, because I don't think it's his real name, that he like specifically chose an author name that's like a little like gender neutral, because I think all of his protagonists are women.
Well, the cover even, this sounds so terrible that I'm gendering covers, but it kind of just looks like a cover that I would see more on like what a publisher would do on a female book, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gendering book covers.
I was going to make a joke about it, and then I decided not to. No, I've definitely seen people be like, I think he chose that name specifically because
that makes
it
sense,
would
though.
be more gender neutral.
But you know what? That's actually, you know what?
It's probably smart.
I give him kudos for that, though, because men don't have to do that.
That's true. That's true. People will read male author names more than they will read female author names. Yeah.
At least historically. I feel like in certain genres, obviously, that's not true. Probably our listeners are like, what? I only read women. But like...
Yeah. The data shows.
The data shows.
So yes, I feel like I've read all but this one of his backlist. And then of the last like 3 or 4 years, he wrote a book called Survive the Night, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. And I hated that one so much that I have not picked up any of his recent books ever since because I've been like so hurt.
Can I just say that you're like, I want a fun summer book. Like I just want like these easy like beach reads. And then you're bringing a horror?
It's a thriller.
And that's like your fun summer read?
And it's just like a fast read. Okay, let me tell you about it.
I'm not convinced.
Ooh, look at this. Little slash marks. First there were 3. Then there were 2. Can there only ever be one final girl? Do you know what the concept of a final girl is?
I mean...
In like a horror novel?
No.
Or horror
Why
movie?
would I know that?
I
mean, the final one to die?
No, the person that survives. That's the final girl. Usually it's like a woman that's like the last one standing. That's the final girl that like survived the serial killer.
I have a lot of thoughts on that, but no, I would never know that.
Okay, well, you need to know that for this blurb. Are you ready? 10 years ago, college student Quincy Carpenter went on vacation with 5 friends and came back alone.
Well, because she's the final girl.
The only survivor of a horror movie scale massacre. Okay. I hear it. Okay, I hear it. You don't even have to say it. That this is not a fun summer book. In an instant, she became a member of a club no one wants to belong to, a group of similar survivors known in the press as the Final Girls. Lisa, who lost 9 sorority sisters to a college dropout's knife.
Gosh.
Oof. Sam, who went up against the sack man during her shift at the Nightlight Inn. And now Quincy, who ran bleeding through the woods to escape Pine Cottage, and the man she refers to only as him. The three girls are all attempting to put their nightmares behind them and, with that, one another. Despite the media's attempts, they never meet. Now Quincy is doing well, maybe even great, thanks to her Xanax prescription. That surprised me. She has a caring, almost fiancé Jeff, a popular baking blog, a beautiful apartment, and a therapeutic presence in Coop, the police officer.
She's disassociating.
The police officer who saved her life all those years ago. Her memory won't even allow her to recall the events of that night. The past is in the past.
Been there, girl.
That is until...
Completely different reason. Sorry. I'm just cracking myself up over here. Sorry. Just ignore me.
You're disassociating right now.
I'm sorry.
That is until Lisa, the first final girl, is found dead in her bathtub. I'm not going to say those words.
Oh my God.
And Sam, the second, appears on Quincy's doorstep, blowing through Quincy's life like a whirlwind.
There's going to be another final girl.
Sam seems intent on making Quincy relive the past with increasingly dire consequences, all of which makes Quincy question why Sam has sought her out. And when new details about Lisa's death come to light, Quincy's life becomes a race against time as she tries to unravel Sam's truths from her lies, evade the police and hungry reporters, and most crucially, remember what really happened at Pine Cottage before what started 10 years ago is finished.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so like double final girl?
Like triple final girl.
Yeah, but one gets killed, so that it's down to two.
Yeah. Who is the final girl?
Well, I'm going to assume the main character. I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark. Get it? Okay.
I get it.
Okay, hold on. You know what vibes this book is giving me?
What?
Even though they're not going to be similar at all. Do you remember that book you brought so long ago? I can't tell you what it's called. And it was about someone's sister getting murdered at the fair.
Yes, I do.
And it was like these two people, and you think they're really going to like connect and like find all this like whatever. And then they don't actually ever really do any of that.
Yes.
That's what vibes that gave me.
The Long and Faraway Gone by
Oklahoma
author, Oklahoma set novel. Yeah, they never met.
But like the blurb made it sound like
it was going to be like all intertwined.
Yes.
I mean, this one definitely makes it sound like they're going to be intertwined. And
saying.
It kind of is in like intimating that like one of the girls is going to kill the other girl. That's the vibes I'm getting. I don't know if that's what happens, but
I don't know. Maybe it's I don't know.
As I was reading that, I did hear your voice in my head of like, yeah, this isn't a fun summer read. But to me it is. Okay. It is. I need to get back on my thriller horror.
You have fun with that.
Yes.
Because you know what I reckon I won't read? That book right there. Ain't gonna do it.
I'll spoil it for you once I finish it.
Yeah, tell me why she kills the other one or whatever. Is it like because she's driven to madness so she has to take the other girl out? Or is it because like she thinks the other girl's trying to kill her? Or is she like, well, this killer's going to leave one of us alive because there has to be a final girl, so I'm going to take her out first. So many scenarios.
These are all really good suggestions. My thoughts are some of these people in her life, whether it's her fiance, the cop, Lisa's dead.
Lisa died in the bathtub or something.
Yeah, she did. The other girl, one of them is like the person that was the serial killer that tried to kill her originally. That's my guess.
I wonder if the girl who comes is the serial killer.
Yeah, that's what it's
like
suggesting.
She was the final girl who then
became a serial killer. Interesting idea.
Or maybe she was the same serial killer for all of them. She just staged hers to look like the final girl.
I like this. And you're not a writer?
I know. That would be a bestseller.
Okay, what is up next for you?
Okay, so let me get back to my stuff. It's another cat book.
Okay.
What is with me? I don't know why I said that so like girly. What is with me?
Is it another Japanese?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I almost picked up the Cat Chronicles the other day.
Oh, you should. This would be a good time to read it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's another cat book.
Tell me about it. The weight of your shoulders just went up to your ears.
It's not even intentional that I brought two cat books. Did the book I just finished have a cat in it? No. Okay. All right. So it's called What Are You Looking For in This Library? Have you heard about this one?
No. But it's got a cat and a library.
Right? Okay, it is by... I'm just going to let you try.
Let's see.
It's a Japanese author.
Michiko Aoyama, maybe? And Allison Watts translator.
Sounds good.
That's my guess.
Remember, I say every time that I'm going to practice these names before I come, and then I forget every time. Okay. This Japanese novel shows how the perfect book recommendation can change a reader's life. This made me think of you.
Okay.
What are you looking for? This is the famous question routinely asked by Tokyo's most enigmatic librarian, Saori Komachi. Like most librarians, Komichi has read every book lining her shelves.
Oh my gosh, that is not
true.
Librarians.
But she also has the unique ability to read the souls of her library guests.
Like really, really?
I don't know.
Okay, keep going.
For everyone who walks through her door, Komachi can sense exactly what they're looking for in life and provide just the book recommendation they never knew they needed to help them find it. Each visitor comes to her library from a different juncture in their careers and dreams, from the restless sales attendant who feels stuck at her job to the struggling working mother who longs to be a magazine editor. The conversations that they have with Komachi and the surprise books she lends each of them will have life-altering consequences. With heartwarming charm and wisdom, what are you looking for is in the library. Is a paean to the paean? What's a paean?
How do you spell it?
P-A-E-A-N.
Paean is a song, poem, or piece of writing that expresses enthusiastic praise, joy, or triumph.
Okay, well, I just needed the listeners to know that I wasn't saying paean like an Oklahoman. So it's a paean to the magic of libraries. So a song.
About the joy.
That's actually kind of beautiful. Okay. So the magic of libraries, friendship, and community. Perfect for anyone who has ever found themselves at an impasse in their life and in need of a little inspiration.
That sounds wonderful.
It does sound very beautiful. It took me a little bit to get through that, but you know what?
Paean, I learned a word.
Me too.
Just like...
what was that word we learned last podcast?
Something about a cocktail.
It was.
Gimlet-eyed.
Gimlet-eyed. Yeah. Okay.
So I gotta say,
yes,
I have read several books in a series of cozy mysteries called The Secret Book and Scone Society by Ellery Adams.
Okay.
And it is about a woman that owns a bookstore, and her magic power, not actual magic power. It sounds like this woman this librarian actually has magic powers.
Like this one in my book?
Yes, like can see the soul.
I think it means like she can almost like discern it. Like she can like feel it from them.
Well, in that
know.
series too, it's like that's her whole thing is she gives like tailored recommendations of books, and it's very bookish, and I loved how bookish it was. But like the whole time she's also solving a murder.
Oh.
This doesn't sound like there's murder.
I don't think there's murder.
No.
This says that she has, okay, let's see. She has the unique ability, that does make it sound a little bit magical, to read the souls of her library guests.
So I'm like, how magical
How is she reading
going?
them?
Yeah.
Like, is this a magic power, or is this just like you got really good discernment?
It also didn't really mention any cats.
I know, but the cover has a cat on it.
Where do the cats come in? These are
There better be a cat.
Hard-hitting questions here.
There better be a cat.
There better be a cat.
Or I'm going to be ticked.
I love this like Japanese cat genre adventure that you have been on this year.
I have. It all starts with the bully, if I'm being honest, but...
Yeah. Credit to the bully.
I guess. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But she did bully me for a long time and I resisted. So then I just like feel bad because I ended up loving that was probably the best book I read this year. I don't like to admit it. Okay.
You can be the bigger person.
I guess.
And admit.
We'll see. Anyways, that's what I'm about to read.
It sounds lovely.
I think it sounds very like, well, one, I like the idea of like a book soothing and saving your soul.
I just like the idea of a book.
I like the idea of a book. I could do a full stop right there.
Yeah.
Just in. I do like the idea of a book. But I like this like imagery or this idea of a book just like saving someone's soul or like speaking to them in a time of need. I really like that.
It sounds like it has to be a little bit more character driven because otherwise there's not like anything happening.
I almost wonder. So a lot of these little Japanese novels that I have read, and by a lot of them I've read 3, 4, maybe. Well, this will be 4, I think. some of them, like the Cat Chronicles was very like narrative in the sense that it was like kind of one cohesive story. A lot of the other ones are kind of chopped up from different people.
Like almost like little vignettes.
Yeah, like their little story. So I'm curious if this will be like each person that comes in has their own little moment, or if it will feel like one big story from her perspective. I don't know.
I'm intrigued by it. I reckon I would read it. I mean, I still have not yet picked up the other two that you've brought to the podcast, but I do intend to.
You need to.
Yes. So,
okay.
I reckon I'd read it.
Is that it?
That's it. That's our reading roundup.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, we're on to the next part.
I feel like we got through that with minimal funny business.
Look at us. We're maturing.
We're so mature.
We're so mature. I was about to like be a chipmunker again or something. And
you resisted.
I resisted because I'm so mature. Well, let's get real smart in our very serious spotlight segment.
So serious.
So serious. But we're actually really excited about what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
We're talking about epistolary novels.
Epistolary novels.
We have definitely mentioned these before in the podcast because do you guys know what Summer loves?
An epistolary novel.
Okay, so why don't you tell us what that is and why do you love them so much?
So an epistolary novel is a story set or told through a series of documents, usually in the form of like letters or even like emails, but it's some sort of like correspondence.
Yeah.
And I love these novels. I don't know that I've ever thought about like, why is it that I love them? I think it's just you can see to the character of someone in the way that they like address other people through correspondence. Maybe
they do feel a little bit more vulnerable, I think.
Yeah, there is something to
because there's
that.
Something shared within like a written letter to somebody.
Yes,
that is different than how you would talk to someone face to face.
Yeah, there's just something about them. I love them. Yeah.
Well, it's definitely something we both have in common. I love this genre as well. I do think that most of the time when it's like told to people do think about it in the thought of like, or the vein of letters. Mm-hmm. But there are like a lot of interesting takes that these documents can like be in the shape or form of, I guess, if that makes sense. And I've read a few that's like, well, you have too, but it almost feels like mixed medium a little bit, even though it's not necessarily because it's all still written for us, but it is like jumping between different forms of writing.
Different types of documents.
Yeah, which I think those are really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we both really like these. And we have talked about them before on the podcast, but we wanted to do like a little bit of a deep dive because I finally did it, guys. I finally read The Correspondent.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I did love it. That was
my question, because last I heard, we went to a book club about The Correspondent, and Beccah was only like halfway through the book.
Yeah, because I decided day of I was going to go.
Was not loving it at the time of that book club.
So it was kind of like a weird feeling, and I don't know if it was because of the hype of it, maybe a little bit, but usually sometimes that can ruin a book for me, but not typically. I think it was just the pacing of the novel was pretty slow for me at the beginning. So it wasn't that I didn't like it. I just wasn't quite convinced yet, like, wow, this novel's going to blow my mind.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I was enjoying what I was reading, but I was just like best book of the year level.
Knowing that it had been my favorite book of last year.
But like a lot of people's, like the book club we went to, I would say almost everyone gave it 5 stars, but a handful of people. And
the people that didn't give it 5 stars gave it like 4 stars. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One was like 4.75.
4.25.
Yeah, whatever it was. So it's highly like liked. People really enjoy it. And so I think I was just kind of like, is it going to pick up? Like, am I going to start? I don't know. But I will say it did. I don't know if it like picked up pace necessarily, because it is like an older protagonist. So who's also a little bit of an antagonist sometimes. Mm-hmm. She's complicated. Mm-hmm. But so I don't know if maybe just like some of the things that she's talking about and dealing with just kind of created like a little bit slower pace for me. Because it's not like, oh my gosh, like page turning, like, oh, I gotta, like this big whatever thing I gotta solve or whatever. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. We won't linger there yet. We'll come back to it.
Oh, okay.
No, you couldn't ask me.
I would say, but by the end, did you enjoy it?
I guess I should finish my whole thought here. I really did. I ended up giving it 5 stars as well.
Ooh.
I was telling a friend that I enjoyed it, but even had it ended with me still kind of being like, oh, like it was good, but maybe not great, I probably still would have given it 5 stars because it's just such an incredibly like written book.
The construction of it.
Of it. I'm always so impressed with this one because this is one of those that falls in like multiple different like formats of writing. And so the way that you can go from like emails with this person to notes to like a neighbor next door to letters to someone in Italy or France, I think it's France. And it's like all over.
Maybe some newspaper clippings too. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Like things like that. I think it's even like some older documents. So like to be able to construct all that where they do start tying together and create a cohesive story, I just think is really impressive writing in general. So I probably would have given it a 5 even if I was like, but I ended up like how it ends up tying together is all just very like sweet and heartwarming, but also sad, but like not in like kind of like the Cat Chronicles sad. Like you have a very old protagonist. So you already start making some assumptions early on.
Poignant.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good word. And so like, I really did end up liking it a lot though.
I'm glad. You didn't have to.
No, I know.
But I'm glad you did.
I don't know if it would probably be like in a top 10 for me. I don't think it would be like top book, but I could definitely see why it would be your top book. Yeah. Like I definitely can like feel you in that book a lot, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is a compliment. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Okay. So
it's a word that we've thrown around a lot, but I don't know if like a lot of people just know what like epistolary means or like there are a lot of books out there that are epistolary novels. Even like looking up this, like to get ready for this segment, there were so many books. I was like, oh, I didn't know that was epistolary.
Yeah, we were like making a list of some big names because obviously we have not read everyone out there.
Yeah.
And we both kept being shocked by
like, oh, that one too.
Oh, really? I even like had to keep going and like fact checking, like, is this really? And I was like, oh, okay. Well, let's maybe go through a few of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll list a few and then you can do the other half. Okay, so The Correspondent.
Obviously,
it's by Virginia Evans. Okay, Lady Susan by Jane Austen.
I'm not familiar with that one.
So it's definitely, well, it's not one
like a short story?
More like a novella.
Okay.
It's obviously written in letters, but I think there's like 40 letters or something in it. So it's pretty short. There was a movie made out of it as well.
Really?
Which is pretty good. Yeah. Dracula by Bram Stoker.
I learned last year that one was epistolary.
I've never read Dracula. It was
either.
on my list. I was going to read it last, like spooky season, but then I ended up doing Frankenstein again for a book club and then something else. And I just didn't have time.
Well, you bought me a beautiful edition of Dracula.
I did.
And we have to read it this year because our classics book club is going to read it.
Yeah, I'm so excited. But I made me more excited to know that it was in this format. Yeah. So that was exciting for me. This is one I did not know was an epistolary novel. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Because I've never read it.
I didn't know. I haven't read it either. I've seen the movie, but I hadn't read the novel.
Yeah, same. And so Emma Watson.
Yeah.
I loved her in that movie. But yeah, I didn't know that. One of my first books I ever read in this genre was Where'd You Go, Bernadette?
Yeah. You told me that on like episode 1 or 2 of the podcast.
Yeah. I know you have not read that one yet. I think you would enjoy it because it is kind of a mystery. Like the mom just like disappears.
Yeah.
And the daughter like has to figure out.
I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The book is better than the movie. The movie was okay.
Good to know.
Like I didn't think it was like awful, but it wasn't like that book is really hard to put in movie format. Like I was kind of surprised that they made a movie out of it. I remember like enjoying it. Like, but I would honestly, I kind of want to reread it again because I wonder how it would stand up because I had not read a lot like that. That was definitely the first one that had like mixed, like emails,
mixed media,
text messages, blah, 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 blah. Like all the, because I had read another one on my list is the Screw Tape Letters. Like I had read that before. And then Frankenstein as well.
Yeah.
Frankenstein, we were talking about this earlier. it is considered an epistolary, but we kind of think it feels more partial almost.
Yeah.
I think it is like a larger letter, but the story kind of like...
It's a frame story. So you're getting like a story within a story. And the within story doesn't necessarily feel like it's still part of a letter. It is, I guess, technically.
It is technically, but yeah, it feels like you're reading a narrative.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it's like, so that's the story, sister, or whatever. But technically...
It is.
It is.
I loved that one too.
Yep. And then... Address Unknown by Catherine Cressman Taylor. This is on my TBR. This is very short. It's probably like 75 pages, something like that.
Okay.
It's a quick read. It is letters from someone in New York, I believe, with somebody in Nazi Germany, like a Jewish household or something, and they're writing letters back and forth. It was at Quick Reads book club pick.
Okay, I feel like I've heard about this one recently because someone was talking about it as epistolary, and I was like, I should read it.
Yeah, I've heard it is phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay.
By people I very much trust on their opinions of books. So, okay, and then the last one on my list is the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society, one of our favorites.
Love that novel.
Written by Mary Ann Schaefer. This one's interesting though because the author passed away before it got published, so her niece actually had to like come in and finish it. So that's why there's 2 names usually on the book.
I didn't know that.
I don't think I knew it the first time I read it. I feel like I heard it like later.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh,
that's so interesting.
that is interesting.
Nice that it was able to be published.
Yeah.
And
so well done because man, that book is beautiful.
So good.
And there's also a Netflix. I don't think Netflix made it, but there is a movie on Netflix that is beautiful as well.
Which
it does
I think we have shouted out because of the attractive people in it.
Very. The name Dawsey was on my baby name list.
Really?
Because I loved it so much from that book.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. Anyways, okay.
Okay.
Your half. Your turn.
More from our list. The Color Purple by Alice Walker. I did not know that was epistolary.
Okay, so that was one I actually had to look up. This is a confession from an English teacher, guys. I have not read The Color Purple.
I haven't either.
I've never had to teach it. I never got assigned in class. Unless I skipped it, which is high school Beccah may have. But I had to look that one up, and it is. I think that may have been a partial one, too. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Next, Bridget Jones's Diary by Helen Fielding. I forgot that one was epistolary. I mean, I guess it's diary in the title.
I was laughing because I thought the same thing because I've only watched the movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, oh, well, I guess diary should have been.
Yeah. Next.
And you were right. Because we were talking about that earlier and you were saying, like, doesn't she do like a voiceover of like her diaries? And I think she does in the movie. It's been a long time since I've even watched them.
So long. Yeah. Okay, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, Anne Bronte. This one's been on my spooky season TBR for a couple years.
Yes, me too.
Carrie by Stephen King. That was another one I didn't know, but you said it was like partial.
Yeah.
Same for The Martian by Andy Weir, another like partial.
I did not know that one either. And what I read about that one, I think it's because a lot of them are almost like reports, like entries.
That one has moved up high on my list. I've heard amazing things about the movie. And so I would like to read the book before I watch the movie. But also with Project Hail Mary, like being so good, I want to read more Andy Weir. What?
I remember when we talked about that book on the podcast. That's all I'm thinking right now.
Deepest fears, the ocean and deep space.
Deep space.
The Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot.
Again, another one that I would never have known, but then it's like diaries.
Yeah.
So I felt real dumb.
I love Meg Cabot. She used to follow me on Twitter. Throwback to when I had a Twitter. I know. I felt really accomplished by that.
I can't believe you deleted it. I would never. I would have been like, I have to keep this forever just because of.
Okay, here's another one that is more of that mixed media format. I brought it to the podcast a while ago. The Mysterious Case of the Alperton Angels by Janice Hallett. All of her books are that, where it's like a collection of letters and notes and documents and like police like interviews and sticky notes. Like it's a whole collection of things telling an overall narrative. I really liked that one. I need to read more by her.
I feel like I need to still offer her like a formal apology for being so mean about her book cover.
You were a hater about the cover.
And then at the end I was like, you know what? I think I kind of like it. I like convinced myself through my distaste. I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe it's intentional. And then it was way more interesting.
Okay, this next one is one of my all-time favorite books. 84 Charing Cross Road.
I have never heard of this.
Helene Hand. I know I told you about it today. I can't believe you have. I mean, it's a short book, but it's like actual real life letters between a woman in New York and like a bookstore in the UK. And she writes a letter to this bookstore, like looking for a specific type of thing. And it's like, I don't know, in the 40s or 50s. And they create this lifelong pen pal friendship.
Can we bring that back?
Oh my gosh, it's so good. And then like the other people at the bookstore start to write her, and it's just, beautiful.
I just marked it as want to read.
Beautiful. One of my all-time favorites. Well, I'm going to add one that I didn't put on this list originally, but and I don't know if it even technically counts. Would you consider like text messages?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Chestnut Springs series by Elsie Silver, they're like romance novels. At the beginning of every chapter head, you get a series of text messages between characters.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
And they're so fun. There's so much like characterization that happens in those text messages.
Would you consider that fully in the genre?
So, I mean, we're talking about all these partial ones.
Yeah. I guess the partial.
So it would be like a partial epistolary maybe, but like the text messages.
That is fun though.
Are part of the reason why I loved that series so much.
That is interesting.
It's an interesting question. Okay.
I'm
going to add another one that's not on this list.
All.
I know. Well, it's another one that's on my TBR. It's called Love and Saffron by Kim Fay.
I've heard of Love and Saffron.
Yes. And I believe it's about two women on like different sides of the world, and they start sending each other like recipes, and that's how they create like a correspondence between each other. That one's on my TBR. But we would be remiss if we did not mention, as the last on our list, The Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon by Beth Brower.
Never heard of them. I have finished them officially.
Have? I still have not let myself finish the last one, or at least the last one that is released currently, because supposedly we're getting another one this year.
It definitely ends mid-story, so like,
yeah,
unless she just decides never to finish it. It did not end like complete, if that makes sense.
It's just so good.
I need you to finish it though, because I have thoughts.
Okay.
So
that gives me, I don't
not like sad thoughts. I just have thoughts.
I just don't want to have to wait for the next one to come out.
I know.
Because we don't even have a release date.
No, I think it's going to be a while. But you're waiting now to read the 8th one.
I mean, I guess I'm waiting no matter what.
That's how because I almost did that too. And then I was like, well, either way, I'm waiting. So why didn't I just...
That's a good point.
Wait.
That's a good point.
After.
Yeah. So I guess we've already kind of talked about which ones we've read. Which of those
there are 8 of them right
favorites. Now. Oh, I'm talking about our whole list.
Oh, sorry.
Our whole list of all these epistolary novels.
And guys, there are more. Like these were just the big names.
Ooh, actually, fun fact. You know how I learned about Bridgerton?
How?
Because I was on Goodreads' list of epistolary novels back in 2013 or 14.
Because of Whistledown?
No, because...
That's her name, right?
Eloise's book is an partially epistolary, because she writes letters to the man. And because of that is why I went and I read the Bridgerton books, because I had to read them in order.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
That's how I learned about Bridgerton.
That is interesting.
A decade before it became a TV show.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I read them. You don't know how I read them is because I loved, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name. Penelope in Bridgerton. What's her actual name?
Oh.
Anyways, you guys all know who I'm talking about probably. She was in Dairy Girls, and I was obsessed with Dairy Girls. It's one of my top favorite TV shows ever.
Good. So good.
And as they were finishing the last season of Dairy Girls, the advertisements on her Instagram, she started promoting Bridgerton. And I had never heard of them. I never seen them. I was like, what is this? This looks so fun. And so I looked into it and I was like, oh, I'm in. Nicole Coughlin.
Nicola
Coughlin.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that right?
Yeah. But funny that that's how I found out about Bridgerton, because I was on a list of epistolary novels.
Because there are a lot more, guys. There were so many. I just picked some big names. I mean, The Diaries of Anne Frank is obviously one.
Right.
There's so many that not all of them are
fiction.
Fiction.
Well, I mean, 84 Charing Cross Road isn't fiction.
Yeah.
So
okay, well, that.
If you guys have some big ones that we didn't mention, send them to us.
We love them.
Yeah, it's like a sweet spot for both of us.
I was going to ask you which one your favorite on this list was, but that's a dumb question.
Yeah.
Since that was your book of the year. Well, I mean.
Well, so far, the Emma M. Lyon books are my favorite thing I've read this year.
Yeah, that's true.
I do.
Which one's better, Emma M. Lyon or The Correspondent?
No. I reject your question.
That's funny. I would put Emma first, but they're both.
But that makes sense for you.
Yeah, makes sense for me.
That's
my truth. Okay.
I need to reread The Correspondent to be like an actual comparison. So.
Okay, and then last thing, which of these would be like an up next for you? If you had to pick one to read, what would it be?
Well, so I already said Dracula and The Tenant of Wildville Hall are both on my TBR.
Those are more spooky
for, like,
season,
spooky
though.
season.
Yeah, I agree.
I do think I'm going to pick up Love and Saffron soon. Maybe The Martian soon. What about you?
I think that 84 Charing Cross Road sounds really interesting.
And it's so short. You can read it in an afternoon in a sitting. Yeah.
I also think it might be about time to read Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah. You said Address Unknown too.
Oh yeah, Address Unknown. That is it. If I had to pick one.
Yeah.
If I had to pick one of these, it'd be that one. Thanks. I already forgot my own thing. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this episode of I Reckon I'll Read It.
Whoop whoop.
Thank you for listening and joining in on our bookish discussions.
If you enjoyed our podcast, please take a moment to rate and review us on whichever platform you're using to listen. That will help us to grow and find more people to talk books with.
And connect with us on social media. You can find us at I Reckon I'll Read It on Instagram and on Threads.
We're going to cut and run. Join us next episode on I Reckon I'll Read It.
Bye. What are you looking for? This is the famous question routinely asked by Tokyo's most How do I say it? Hold on. This is Beccah trying to do phonology, like phonics in her head to figure out how to get my sounds right. Enigmatic? Do you say enig?
Enigmatic.
I don't like that. I don't like that on the tongue. That one does not roll off the tongue. Okay.